Finally, after waiting 3 games, York9 has finally grabbed their first 3 points of the Island Games with a dominant performance in the 905 derby against the reigning champs, Forge FC. It seemed like almost every game the team's performances was improving little by little, and finally it looks like their hard work has paid off. Everything was better. Forward passing was better. Player decision making was better, and more importantly, player positioning was a lot better. Let's just hope the team can continue this good run of form in a crucial game tomorrow against the Halifax Wanderers. Anyways, now let's get into the player ratings, starting off with Nathan Ingham. Ingham is going to get a 7. Now, I thought he made some pretty good saves, but he just needs to become a little bit better at parrying the ball into better areas after making a save. At one point in the game, he made 2 huge saves, but he pushed the ball back into a crowded area, and Forge FC ended up scoring on the rebound. Maury Donor is going to get a 6. I thought he had a really good first half, but in the second half, he started to show some tired legs. He's played every game so far in the Island Games, and he needs to get a rest soon. As we all know, a tired fullback is prone to making mistakes, and towards the end of the game, he started to make a few. Roger Thompson is going to get a 6 as well. I thought his heading and clearing was great, but his rating does drop down a notch when he let Chris Nanko in way too easily to go on and score Forge's first goal. Luca Gasparotto is going to get a 7. I thought he had a really great game except for some small minor mistakes. But the only thing is I really want him to have more of a physical presence on set pieces. He was getting a bit pushed around, and I just want him to use his physicality because he is one of the biggest players on the pitch. But anyways, a much improved performance compared to his previous games. Fugo SEGAWA is going to get a 6. Really happy for him to have made his debut after he spent some time struggling with some injuries. He made some really good runs, but he just needs to become better at staying in better defensive shape. But obviously that will come with time. Manny APARICIO is going to get a 7. It was really great to see him finally getting in much better positions to receive the ball, and he also made some really good progressive passes. Was also unlucky to have his free kick hit the post, but luckily for the team, Kyle Porter was there to end up getting the goal. Joseph Di Chiara, the man of the match, is going to get a 9. That was probably one of the best performances I've seen from him ever in a York9 jersey. The Forge FC midfield had a really tough time dealing with him. He was physical, protected the ball well, and made some great late runs into the box. Aside from that, he scored a brace, one coming from great positioning off of a corner, and the second, a cool and confident penalty. HALLEY is going to get a 6. I thought he made some really good runs. His pace really troubled Forge's back line. I just wish he got the ball a lot more, so he can try and take on his man, Monty Mosin. Kyle Porter is going to get an 8. Again, another player with a much improved performance. Finally, we saw him trying to put in some crosses, and his deliveries were pretty decent, especially from the corners. He got the assist on Di Chiara's goal. Also scored the team's first goal when he positioned himself really well to grab the rebound off of Manny APARICIO's free kick. Ryan Telfer is going to get a 7. He drew a lot of attention to himself, which in the end created a lot more space for the other players. Wasn't that effective offensively, but he did make some intelligent runs and did a great job at tracking back to help out with the defense. RIVERO is going to get a 5. He wasn't really involved in the game. He played a lot deeper, which made him ineffective. I really do think if he is to play up top, he needs another big striker to play off of, similar to that Altidore-Giovinco type partnership which proved fruitful for Toronto FC. Now moving on to the subs, starting off with Max Ferrari. Max Ferrari is going to get a 7. I thought he looked really lively when he came on for HALLEY. Finally, York9 started to utilize him down that right side. He received the ball a couple times and actually tried to take on his opponent, Maxime Tissot, who is a very strong player to go up against. Wright is going to get a 6. He was definitely more involved than Rivero was, but he didn't receive the ball as much as York9 at that point were playing more defensively to try and protect their lead. And for Wataru Murafushi and Isaiah Johnston, they came on very late in the game, so they're going to get a standard 5. There wasn't really much time for them to have an impact on the game. Anyways, guys, that is going to be it for this match review. So happy that York 9 were able to pick up their first 3 points of the season. Let's just hope they can get another 3 points in the crucial upcoming game, tomorrow actually, against the Halifax Wanderers. I actually did a preview with the game with 2 other amazing, knowledgeable Wanderers fans, Jack and Andrew Murray, for their channels Jack Murray TV and CPL Fever. I will leave links down below in the description for anyone who wants to go check it out. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and most importantly, go York 9.